this German Grand Prix. Can Martin fight back immediately? He gets a pretty good run there out of turn 13. You kind of feel Martin needs to strike back immediately. He can't allow Bagnaia to get into his rhythm, but Bagnaia so good on the brakes into turn 1.
Yeah, not giving an inch there, was he? Not giving a millimetre to Martin to try and attack him with an immediate counter-attack move into the first corner. What have you got then now? Jorge Martin, the world champion, hits the front then. 9 laps to go here. We're in the phase of the Grand Prix where rear tyre management is going to be fundamental, as Bagnaia just been watching Jorge Martin for these first 20 laps or so, working out his strengths and weaknesses, and crucially just keeping an eye on how Martin's rear tyre is holding up, how Martin's rear tyre is behaving, and Bagnaia feels like that was his time to hit the front, and now he will get his head down and try and stretch away from Jorge Martin.
Well, the question we're about to have answered is, was Martin on the absolute limit leading the Grand Prix, or was he himself trying to save something? We're riding on board with the man in second place now as he drops downhill out of the Ralph Waldman curve through the third sector. It's just 0.2 of a second between Bagnaia and Martin, so Martin is hanging on for the moment, but Bagnaia is in the place that he loves to be. He loves to be the race leader, he loves to set the pace out front. This was what we saw in Mugello last weekend, and Martin couldn't last the pace.
This will feel very, very sweet, folks. This will be revenge in many respects if he does take the checkered flag first. What happened to him here 1 year ago, Bagnaia, when that costly mistake while trying to pursue Fabio Quartararo, where he thought he'd wrecked his World Championship hopes here last season. Right here, wasn't it, in the race 1 year ago, where he had that tumble and slipped 91 points behind the Frenchman before launching the greatest comeback in Grand Prix history to win Ducati's first Premier Class title against Casey Stoner in 2007. The halcyon days roll on, don't they? The glory days roll on here for Ducati as they're on course for a historic top 5. Who will be taking it though from the top step of the podium? That's not decided, is it? Because Bagnaia, he can't break away from Jorge Martin. What will be happening here to Martin's front tyres? Well, that will be coming into reckoning too. Without the clear air ahead of him behind Bagnaia's factory Ducati, there'll be a spike in that front tyre temperature, which will affect the turning, it will affect the handling and the braking of that Prima Pramac machine.
You feel that's why Martin will want to try and get back ahead of Bagnaia as soon as possible to try and regain that lead. Quartararo has plummeted now behind his teammate Morbidelli. They're 13th and 14th. A little bit of a show at the wheel there from Martin, but in terms of the battle for the victory, encouraging as a neutral. Bagnaia has had the lead now for a couple of clear laps, but he's not been able to shake off the number 89 behind him. We're coming on to lap 24 of 30 now, 7 remain.
Yeah, this is building up to a grandstand finish, isn't it, here now? That Martin is going to get some slipstream behind Bagnaia. He can't, though, cut to the inside line. Bagnaia is just too good. So precise and hard on the brakes, isn't he? This is Bagnaia's forte. He was asked about the contrasting styles, the way they approach riding this dominant Ducati in 2023, and he said Martin is better at turning, particularly around the Sachsenring circuit, but Bagnaia's clear advantage. All Ducati riders say Bagnaia is the guy that's superior in the braking zone on that GP23. Well, he's going to need to have that upper hand here, isn't he, to keep Martin at bay. Quickly down to you, Simon.
Martin is quicker. Bagnaia getting into a good position now. He's going to have a good run onto the home
They touch coming through the final corner. Front tyre on rear tyre for Bagnaia. Martin
not doing that might put him in the danger area with his front tyre not being able to stop, or even worse, losing the front.
Martin's going for it on board, thanks to that Simon. Their side, Martin, and that could be key. That could be the decisive moment. Pecco Bagnaia, contact there with Martin going into turn number 13. Now then, he has been able to regroup. He is fortunate there, maybe not to rub that front end wipe out from anything left there now as they drop through turn number 3 for the final time. Martin on the brink of a brilliant second career victory in MotoGP, but the world champion throwing it all on the line here as he seeks revenge here in the Sachsenring.
He needs a big final lap here. He needs the last lap of a champion, does Pecco Bagnaia. He's got 0.3 of a second to try and close down after the first sector. As we now come through the second, Martinez